Hello everyone. Hi guys. Okay, so today is going to be another beauty video, or however you want to call it. I'm going to be doing a tutorial, or attempt to do a tutorial, on this Kat Von D, or now it's KVD beauty palette called, oh my gosh, how do I say this? Por vida? I don't know how to speak Spanish. Anyway, it's this really pretty packaging. I'm not sure. Ooh, I'm so bad at this with the pricing and everything. But I can hopefully put that in the description below. I know I say that a lot and I don't. I'm going to try to be better at doing that. Anyway, and there's always Google people. Come on. Why do I have to do all the work for you? Anyway, I'm like the most obnoxious YouTuber anyway. The most obnoxious YouTuber. Okay, so I'm going to be reviewing this, and then I kind of was inspired by a video by Manny MUA, who, I can't speak, Manny MUA. I'm so tired after work. I like the words. Anyway, so he did a whole review on a bunch of products, so I was inspired to buy them and try them myself. So now I can show you guys my opinion, because that's what this YouTube is all about, right? Everyone just trying it and telling them their opinion and their version of how to use it. So we have this palette. I'll show you that. We also have a highlighter blush duo called Crush on Blush. I will show you. And then I want to try out, what is this called? Vegan Beloved Bestsellers, which comes with, what does it come with? Looks like a mascara, eyeliner, and liquid lip. So hopefully we can try that as well. So it's kind of just like a try-on, review, tutorial, all that fun stuff. Okay, hi people, I'm back. Alright, so usually what I try to do is I prefer if I can like take one of these shades from the palette to set my lid. Now, what does that mean when I say set? Okay, I'm going to try to focus on the beginners here, because I mean, I do complicated stuff sometimes, but basically what I did with camera is I put a primer, okay? So primers are usually like a liquidy kind of gel. Put it on your eyelid, and it's supposed to be a little sticky. Now, it's good because it basically keeps the shadow in place and keeps it from moving around, and it helps it last a long time. But that could also get in the way of blending the shadows, because if it's too sticky, it'll get blotchy and stay in one spot, and it'll be a disaster. So to make it a little bit of a smoother canvas and a smoother surface, you set it, meaning you put a powder on top to help, you know, get rid of any tackiness or stickiness. That's what that means. So even though on camera it looks like some of these colors are really light, it seems like this might even be more focused for someone with like a deeper skin tone than I have. So I'm going to just set my eyes now with my handy dandy setting powder, which I've been using a lot recently, which is by Jade. Again, a company that's from Israel, I believe. And I'm just taking this kind of like flat, fluffy brush and patting it all over. And this way. And also, if you notice, what I was doing is I dipped it in, and then, because you don't want it to be overloaded on your face. I mean, with this, it doesn't really matter, but you don't want to just dip and go, because then you're going to have a ton of pigment and a ton of powder on your face, and then it's going to be out of control. So that's a trick of the trade, as they say. Okay. So, in terms of brushes, you know, I guess I'll just describe like what kind of brush it is in terms of what kind they are. I mean, they're from all over the place. I think some of these are like from Amazon. Some of these are just Morphe, and they don't have like the number on them because they were probably in a set. So I will just say like mostly the shape, and then you guys can use whatever brushes you want. Um, and then again, for beginners, I mean, Morphe has some excellent brushes that are pretty affordable, and but those can also sometimes be pricey if they're in a set. Um, Amazon has really cheap sets that work pretty much just as fine as some of these other expensive brands. So, okay, enough blabbing. Okay, so what I've been doing recently is I'll start with it's called transition shade. What does that mean? So, for me, I have a big eyelid, okay? So this is the lid, the mobile lid, okay? It's mobile because my eyeball is moving under it. Then this is the crease. See, when I open my eye, that's the crease. And then this is the, like, brow bone. So to kind of define that area and make a gradient of color and just make things kind of blend smoothly, you kind of have this base of a color to kind of bring everything together. So that's why it's called our transition shade. And it's going to be something that's a few shades, usually a few shades darker than your skin tone, but not too dark. So in this palette, I'm going to dip into the shade Enamorata. So this one, see, I put the lights on bright because that way you could see my face better, but then it kind of washes out the color. Okay, so this one right here. So again, I put it in, I dip the excess, and then this has a nice big mirror, so I'm just going to use this. And it's kind of like patting, windshield wiper motions. Yeah, so I'm seeing that these are very, they're buildable. It's not like you're going to get a ton of pigment all at once. At least not with this shade. Okay, that's nice. That's very subtle. Let me see if this is a little bit better for me. Yeah, see, you could see a difference already. It's just putting in a little bit of definition into my eye. Okay. Let's do the other one. Another trick you can do if you have small eyes, or what they say is hooded eyes, where like if you open your eye, see when I open my eye, you could see like a lot of my lid still, but a lot of people don't have that. They'll open their eye and their whole lid will be, you can't see. So a good trick to do is you keep your eye open, so that way you see where you're placing the color, and you can like place it so that when your eye's open you can still see the eyeshadow. Okay, so that's a very subtle application of a transition. Let me just even that out a little bit. I guess. Okay, cool. So let's see what we want to do here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is ever so slightly. Okay, so that was a big fluffy brush. Is this the same? Okay, so what I'm going to do is dip into this color, Lolita Perdida, the last color in the palette, and it's pretty dark, but I want to try to like diffuse it a little bit. So let's see if we can do that. Okay, good. So we're just trying to like do very light pressure because I don't want it to be like bam in your face. I just want to like deepen things up a little bit and start building up the color. Oh, this is going to be pretty for my eye color too, I think. Okay, so also notice, see, it's not like crazy, but it's just building the color a little bit. So it's defining that crease a little bit more. And the way I'm holding the brush, see, if I do this, it's going to be too much pressure and it's going to be too dark. So if you want light application, you put lighter pressure, you hold the brush further away. So again, I'm trying to focus it on the outer corner a little bit, just to kind of build that shape and keep the darkness on the outside. And you don't have to be like an exact V shape, but you're kind of making an outer V a little bit, okay? That's nice. I don't want to get too dramatic, but we'll see. Maybe we'll make it a little bit darker on the outer corner. So now I'm doing the same thing, ever so slightly, very light, because I want to be able to build it and have control and not make a mess of things. So, yeah, just into that crease. That's pretty. Ooh, sexy mama. It's even matching my shirt. And what I like is that I can kind of still see the transition shade peeking through a little bit. So, that's pretty. Why does it, I feel like this eye always turns out better than that eye, but we're not going to tell you much. Okay. So again, just dipping in and this one kind of got all over the lid already, but it's okay. We can fix it. All right. Okay, so now let's see if I want to, Alright, let me try something. Okay, so I guess just to be dramatic, oh sorry, am I totally out of frame right now? Alright, where's this brush that I want? Where's the brush that I want? I'm a little insane. Here it is. Okay. So, both of those we kind of just used like a medium size crease fluffy brush. So now what I want to do is just kind of like vamp it up a little bit, make it a little more sultry, a little more dramatic, a little more sexy. So what we're gonna do, just trying to clean up. I'm like the worst when it comes to cleaning brushes. But anyway, so now we have, okay, so this is what I like to call my outer corner brush. I love this brush because it's like, it's small, but it's not too small, and it's tapered, and it's fluffy. So you're able to get the color in the outer corner, but like with just enough blendability and just enough concentration. I don't know, it's cool stuff. So what we're gonna do is we're going to take Corino, this like maroon eggplant shade, and just work it into, I'm just gonna lower this a little bit because I'm getting glare, into the outer corner. So, okay, whoa, pigment. All right, let's do this. Is this even gonna show up? Is this gonna show up for me? See, this is so scary because it's like my first time using this, and then also doing it on camera. Like, you better not fuck up. Okay. There we go. Alright. I don't know why. See, it already is deepening it up. See, so I'm focusing it just on that outer corner where that like outer V is, and then I'm V'ing it about like a third, 2/3 in, depending how dramatic I want to be. Sexy. I'm insane. Oh my god, this is so long already. Okay. Alright, I think that's enough drama. I don't want it to be too crazy. So let's do the same thing. Just the outer corner. And see, because it's tapered, it fits right into my socket. My crease, whatever. So I'm kind of like doing the outer corner and then woo! Pretty. Alright. Trying to just blend that a little bit. So I don't know if it's the colors or the primer, but I feel like this eye is a little patchy. I don't know if you could tell. So I'm not like so stoked about that. Okay. So now what I do is I don't know, just easier. A lot of this stuff is like on the brush already. So what I'll do is I'll just take the, I hope I haven't been out of frame 1,000 times. Have I been? Oh, probably. So I'll just take this and run it in my lower lash line. Just like a little bit. Oh wow, it's so funny how things look different in person versus camera. It's just funny. Anyway, okay. So, dip into it a little bit because this is like more smoky. Yeah, I don't know. I just like to keep it simple. I'm not doing like a whole crazy thing at the bottom. Okay. So, gorgeous. So now I look like a crazy person. No, but it comes all together. So, how am I going to do this? Because the way that I put on my eyeliner, I like, so I can't really do that. Like, while I'm on camera, unless I set my camera up in a certain way. So I'm going to just, yeah, I'll just do the eyeliner mascara off camera because, I don't know. I'm not that cool yet. I don't know how to do it on here. So I'll be right back, okay? Haha, just kidding. Okay. No, because I have to finish the look. Duh. I'm telling you, I go to work and it just takes all my brain cells. Okay, so I'm gonna see how this looks. I'm like scared. I don't want it to be messed up. Okay. It's gonna be super dramatic, but I'm gonna put Luna, which is this amazing shimmer shade, on like the first 2/3 of the lid. So let's see how crazy that looks. Ah. Holy shit. Holy motherfucker. Whoa. That's stunning. That's really pretty. Okay, it looks a little crazy now, but I'm telling you, it's gonna come together. It's gonna come together. I didn't even redip my finger. That's how pigmented this shit is. Same dip. From one eye to the next. Literally. That's insanity. Blocking my face with this. Genius. Okay. And what I'm doing is I'm doing with my finger, but I'm doing the first 2/3, and then when I get towards the like middle to the lateral, I'm so medical, to the outer corner, I like I do blending motions. I don't just stop. So I try to blend it, the light to the dark. See what I mean, Simon? Okay, try to clean that up a little bit. All right. Whoa. All right, and then should I try to do maybe like a different color for the inner corner, or should I just do the same one? What should I do? I guess I could just do the same one. Yeah, so I'm just taking this Luna color and just putting it in my inner corner. Okay, why am I trying to do that? Alright, and now I really will be right back. Hello, I'm back, bitches. Okay, let's see. Okay, so as you can see, I did my liner and mascara and like everything else off camera. It just takes a lot of time, and I think it's something I have to practice more, like doing in front of you guys. So oh my god, I love the products. But anyway, I tried the KVD tattoo liner, which is a like pen liquid liner, and then the, what is this called, the Cake pencil eyeliner, which is like an automatic black eyeliner. I will be honest, I actually think that the ColourPop eyeliner I have is better than this. Because, I mean, yeah, it looks nice and black now, but it took a few coats. Whereas the ColourPop, it's black in a second. It doesn't matter how much glitter and glam you have on your lid, it goes black over it. And this took a few coats. So, it just goes to show that just because it's more expensive doesn't mean it's better per se. Then the bottom lash line and like, I guess waterline, that was the automatic liner. You know, whatever, typical. It, you know, was glided on nicely. It was nice and smooth, and I like it. Then I used and these were all like sample sizes. And then the mini tattoo, no, what am I saying? The Go Big or Go Home mascara. Let me just get this stuff for you. Hold on a second. I know, this video is going to be forever. Okay, so they're like little sample sizes. So this is the little Cake pencil, and see, it's like an automatic tip, so you don't have to sharpen it, you just twist it. And then I think, again, Manny, I think this is okay, so this is not a felt tip, it's a brush tip, so that also I think maybe contributes to the way that it applies. But I mean, it was still like the same. It was still pretty easy to use. What is with the... Okay, whatever. And then here's the thing with this. It's very dry. So, I mean, it's just dry. So I'm like afraid it's going to get clumpy when I'm applying it. This is the Go Big or Go Home mascara. And look how big this brush is. Like, this is huge. So it's great because it like it grabs all your lashes. It makes it, you know, volume and lifted, but like when it's so big, you're afraid it's gonna like knock into your, you know, brow bone and mess everything up. So that's kind of my tea with that. And then on my cheeks, I did the Crush on Blush Duo. And again, I like the blush. I think it's a great color for me. This color is in Nova. It's this nice, like, kind of like a red tone mauve, which I think is great for my skin tone. With my skin tone, because I have like a yellow undertone, anything that's too pinky just looks horrible on me. So I tend to sometimes just wear bronzer, just wear contour, like I barely wear blush, but because this has a warm undertone, it goes with the yellow in my skin. And then the top, so now that I'm seeing in the camera, it's okay. It's extremely glittery. So it's not like a true highlight as much as a blush topper, in my opinion. So it looks really cool, like over this blush. But if I would wear it like, I guess it's a duo for a reason, because if I would wear it by itself, it would just, it's a little too glittery for me. You know, that was a little 2001. Yeah. So the last step is trying this liquid lipstick. Again, I barely wear these things because I explained in my last video that I blow my nose a lot, so, and they just come off with the tissue. So, but let's just try it out. What is this? Hold on, let's read the box. Okay, so, yeah, free ever, oh, is that the color? Free? No. No. What? Okay. I'm such an idiot. It came free. Okay. So this is called Lolita number 2, and this is Everlasting Liquid Lipstick. So let's try to put this on camera without looking like a fool and call it a day, folks, because I'm tired, you're tired of hearing me, and yeah. Okay. Oh, is he even gonna go? Kinda. This is really good for my skin tone also, again, because I'm very, anything too pinky on my lips. I mean, when it was the craze, I wore it. I don't know, there's a few years ago when, like, I feel like I'm at the dentist when I'm trying to talk and they're trying to do where it's like, girl, let me put this on. And that's not on camera. Alright. That's pretty. I like that. Ooh. I like it because it's not too, I think it's perfect for like summer. Like, it's good for me because it's a, hold on. Is that unmuted? Okay, I think it's alright. Anyway, whew, pretty. Okay, so I just like this color because, again, like I said, anything that's too pinky doesn't look good with my skin tone. So this is like the perfect, like, it's not too dark and it's not too light, and it just, I think it just pulls everything together. It's really nice. We'll see how it is with like long wear. Right now it's already drying and it feels really comfortable though, so that's cool. Final thoughts, folks. Okay, so final thoughts is I really like the color story is really pretty. I like it. It's really like, you know, it's very warm, but it has the purples and it has these really cool shimmers and whatever. Some of the like shimmers in the pan, like these regular shimmers, are not really doing it for me. At least, I mean, I have to try them more on the lid, but like just the swatching, it wasn't great. And the swatching in general with the mattes was kind of shit. But like I said, once I put it on my eye, they worked pretty well. They blended pretty easily. My favorite, obviously, were these, this Luna color, and, I mean, I didn't use this, but this Dolce, whatever, this, like, golden, this, like, bronze color. The pigmentation's insane. So, overall, I would give this, like, a 9 out of 10. Like my grades mean anything. Okay, what else? This, like the blush, the highlighter, I don't know, maybe like a 5 out of 10. I know that's really like, but it's just not like the best. Okay, eyeliner, I like this, 7 out of 10. This, 7 out of 10, just because the brush is too big and it's too dry. And is that it? Oh, liquid lip. So far, so good. I think it's really pretty, and yeah. So I hope you learned something. I hope you'd enjoy. This is the final look. And I'll see you next time, bitches. Bye.